Now, today you are going to read about what did Gandhiji call of non-cooperation movement and what was the consequence of this action. First of all, you see it. Why did Gandhiji call off this movement? Boys, listen very carefully. Even in Google class, I am going to provide you written answer. You get it from there. Because all points are not in a book and points are very exclusive. The first you see, usually most of the people they know why did Gandhiji call off? What happened at Choi Chauda, in Uttar Pradesh near Gorakhpur. But that's only one point. You won't be given full marks. That's why very intelligently you have to make points. So you have to start with this point. Now listen carefully, attentively. You have to write Gandhiji emphasized on non-violence. And for point 2 you write, at Choi Chauda, a mob turned into violent, set fire to the police station. 22 policemen were killed. When this news reached Gandhiji, he was shocked and he decided to call up the movement. For point 3 you write, Gandhiji realized Satyagrahis needed to be trained. That's why Gandhiji decided to call up the movement. Now boy, you have to understand about that what happened when suddenly Gandhiji called up the movement. Naturally, what happened? Political activities come to standstill, frustration, disappointment is spread all over the country. Even Congress leaders, some of them were in jail. When they heard about it, they were shocked. Then Gandhiji spent his time in constructing work, in promoting khadi, in uplifting the conditions of untouchables, etc. After that, what happened? By the end of 1920s, in 1928, by the end of 1920s, two incidents occurred that stimulated the political activities in India once again. What were those two incidents? First, the impact of the World War I. Peasants were unable to pay taxes and government cutted land revenue severely. Second incident, that was the formation of Simon Commission. Now you have to read and write, understand properly about the Simon Commission. Question will be, write a short note on Simon Commission. Why was it called Whiteman Commission? Why did Indians oppose Simon Commission? How did Indians oppose Simon Commission? So now see, first of all, what was Simon Commission? This commission was formed by Tory government in England. Point 2, you have to write, commission was headed by Sir John Simon, hence it was called Simon Commission. This commission had to prove the constitutional system in India and to suggest further changes. And this did not include any Indians, although it was for the Indians, but did not include any Indians. So this was the Simon Commission. Now the second question, that is, why did Indians oppose it? Boys, again you listen me very carefully. First point you have to write, because this commission did not include any Indians, you know very well. For second point you have to write, Indians took it as a national humiliation. And third, this was the reflection of racial attitude of the British government. That's why Indians decided to oppose Simon Commission. And next question, how did Indians oppose it? So wherever Simon Commission went, people showed them black flag, enchanted slogans, Simon go back, and taken out protest marches. Government adopted ruthless measures. In spite of that, people kept resisting Simon Commission. In a one resistance, Lala Lajpat Rai received serious injury and later on he passed away. Okay, boys. In next class we will read about Jallianwala Bagh massacre and the other aspects of this chapter. Thank you.